When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. The Rebels will put total leather to crank us up. On the move from inside his 5. He gets a block. He's got an alley. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. How about that for starting things with a bang? Opening kickoff and house that baby. What a job there.
Number 15, set to kick it off.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. The Rebels offense takes the field to start this game off. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. 2 NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
They'll run play action. Got his man on the right. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did. And the Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Makes the grab, it's ball. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Rebels can really attack on this 2nd and short. Hands it off. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on 3rd down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties, they keep these 3rd downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Here comes the option. Now the pitch. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the 1st down on the play. And the Rebels pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They'll go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. Off the play fake. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. 11th play of this opening drive coming up at this one, a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. They go to the wide receiver screen. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. Its opening drive results in a field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
I'll tell you, you're lucky if you're watching a college football game and you see one return for a touchdown. That's now his second of the game. This guy is absolutely lethal. He's shown you his open field running ability. He's shown you his speed. I'll be shocked if anybody kicks his way the rest of this game and the rest of the season.
And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. And a sack all the way back at the 5. The Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Gonna swing it on second down. Makes the catch. It's Brown. He gets up to the 15-yard line as they're working their way away from their own end zone. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't make the play on third down. And the Rebels will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Just needs a crack to get a return. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, South Carolina. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Second down, he'll throw it. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The Rebels in the hurry up.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Makes the grab on the left. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Backed up now. Here's second and long. They'll send the tight end in motion. Trying play action. Finds his big tight end. He breaks the tackle. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. He's going for it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And the Rebels will punt it away on fourth down. Remember, they took the last punt back for a touchdown. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. So South Carolina's offense will go to work for the first time today. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head, that will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And two guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Looking left. And he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And the Gamecocks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Out of the gun to give to the back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Gamecocks in a good spot here with second and short. Quick completion to the right. Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. First play of the period, first down here. Power football with the run. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Gamecocks pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Gets it to the back. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Second and goal for this offense. Looking to fire. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big, a lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception. This offense has it with really good field position. Skips away from pressure. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28. The Gamecocks have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. From the gun, running back on the move. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Unleashes one. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Gain of 23 on the play. First and goal.
A first down run on the doorstep. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gamecocks. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
He's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. He's got the tight end. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but but a good pickup on that one. The Rebels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. We now move inside 4 minutes to play here in the first half. From the gun, they'll try the middle. There he goes. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Blasted as he lets it go. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The pull and throw off the RPO. And the big fella couldn't elude the quarterback who makes a sure tackle. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Touchdown, South Carolina. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. That touchdown grab, the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive thing.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up.
Oh, he's got some space. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Just going to keep it after the snap. They push it out to the 39 after picking up 5. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Got room on the return. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Give to the running back. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Give to Brown. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback on the keeper. Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started. And the Rebels send out the punt unit.
On to kick it away.
Makes the catch at the 30. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking downfield on first down. On the run, still looking. He's going to take off. Quick step and go. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. First down, 10 yards to go. They'll leave it with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Quickly to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I know everyone's yelling, like, you didn't get the first down, we need more yards. But if you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a third down. And guess what? Nowadays, fourth down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop. On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. Under fire. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his man. It's ball. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Fires downfield. He's got an open man. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Fires on the move. Complete to the left. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it from the red zone. Oh, they're after him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. And you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage.
He gets a hand on it, it's blocked. He picks it up. He's running free down the middle. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today at Oxford. And there's no more fitting place to begin. with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem. I don't think this defense has the solution. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Vaught Hemingway.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime?
They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the two. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20. Running into the open space.
The returner brings it out to the...
From the gun, the running back has it.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. The Gamecocks, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Slithers into space. Turning it on. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
It's good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Virtually unblocked, and he stopped for a loss of 8. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He'll ride his man on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We've talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Creates a little room. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And the Gamecocks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gets the back moving. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback, and too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Starts a drive trying to go up top. That's reeled in. It's Wood. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Got his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Shakes off the defender. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Off the RPO, complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. The give to the back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on 3rd down. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. And the Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Makes the quick grab. There he goes. The 30. At the 20. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet.
And this offense showing off the explosiveness, the big play down the field. This is so big because what it makes defenses do to react now. Now you scare them. Now you make them drop back a little bit. So that big passing play opens up this whole offense.
So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Floats it out in space. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Takes it the other way.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Leaves it with the running back. Got the first down. Looking for more. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. To the air on 1st down. Got a man. It's Wood. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off the play fake on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Wood. And he's brought down after a nice gain. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. On the option. Now the toss. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Makes the grab. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone, and he's got it! Touchdown, Ole Miss!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Looking to throw on 1st down. He wants to go deep. Makes the catch down the right side. Touchdown, South Carolina! He got a step and just dusted the field. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rank. Kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. From the shotgun, they'll run it. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Tight end now in motion. He'll do it himself. It's the runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. And the Rebels come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Gets it past the marker.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
The Rebels can really attack on this 2nd and short. Running back searching for a hole. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. And the Rebels are on the move. On the option. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Rebels back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. The run from the shotgun. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. They go to the ground. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Might want to muster up that protection. They had one blocked earlier. Dead center perfect. And the field goal was good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit.
This kicker is mentally tough, man. There are not a lot of guys that would have a kick blocked earlier in the game to come out here and make that kick you just saw. That was awesome.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll move the tight end. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Still running at the 40. Speeding down the left side. Past the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown Gamecocks. This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Running to the left. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Bringing the heat. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he can't complete the first pass. Let's see if he can get settled. And the Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. And that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, Dave. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Finds a little space. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Oh, he's got some space. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's 1st down. That's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. The Rebels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quick release by the QB. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Pinned back in their own end, a 3rd and short from the 16. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Rebels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. He was running through tackles and picked up the 1st down and finally got knocked down. This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes it. He's open on the right. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the right. He makes a catch. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. And the Rebels didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Sends it back in motion. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. From the gun, looking for a man. Lets it fly. To the end zone and is picked off. He'll try to take it back. He's inside the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. And he could have gotten the 1st down, but he just scooted out of bounds, and he will be short, and it'll be a turnover.
And you really want your quarterback in the red zone to be efficient, to be smart, not to give up points. And, man, he makes a big mistake. They capitalize on defense, return the ball all the way down the field, and now their offense has an opportunity in the red zone.